Property taxes, everyone's favorite subject. People keep saying to me, Sam, enough with this exploring the town and looking at local dining establishments and having drinks and climbing mountains. Enough of that. It's boring. What we want to know about is property taxes. Okay, obviously it's not the most titillating subject in the world, but it is interesting for one very important reason. I want to share that with you, but first we got to run this quick intro video. So real quick before we get into it, if you've been here a while, you know Sam Newman, local Denver realtor. I would love to be your go-to Denver real estate resource. If you have any questions or just want to talk, give me a call. Okay, property taxes, what's the deal? So the reason I'm doing this video is because we've talked about the massive appreciation we've seen in the last few years in the Denver metro, anywhere from 20 to 30% to more, depending on the specific pocket. Home prices have gone up by quite a bit. And in the most recent time, the last 3 to 6 months, at the time of this recording, interest rates have gone up quite a bit too, 6, 7%. It's tough. It's tough out there. So real estate at this point looks like an expensive investment, and to some degree it is. But one place in Colorado we get a break is property taxes. So in talking about what the tax rate is, it can be complicated because it's state and then by county, and then there's mill levies and assessed value versus actual value. And then of course there's a few things on the ballot every November that's going to either raise your property taxes or lower your property taxes. We're just going to simplify it a little bit. So with the caveat that these things can fluctuate depending on where you are in location and where we are in time, here's the deal. The state of Colorado actually has the third lowest property taxes in the nation. It averages right around 0.51%, 0.5%. That's behind just Hawaii and Alabama. Now the Denver tax rate, Denver County at the time of this recording is 0.54, so a tiny bit higher, but basically 0.5%. Compare that to New Jersey, which has the highest average property tax in America at about 2.5%, 5 times as much. Ugh. What this means functionally is in Colorado and in Denver, you're going to be paying a few $1,000s, probably depending on the price of your home, in property taxes. Versus one of these higher tax rate states where you're going to be paying 5 to 10, 15 or more. That's significant. We're talking about a difference in at least a few $100s per month in your house payment that takes taxes into account and also mortgage principal and interest and all the other stuff. So with rising interest rates where people are looking at it and saying, oh gosh, the same house would have cost me $300, $400, $500 less a few years ago because interest rates were lower, forget the fact that you probably wouldn't be able to get that house and you would have had to be able to bring a lot more cash to the table. If you were to be able to get it, I digress. The point is, yes, interest rates have gone up and have caused affordability to wane, but here in Colorado, affordability still gets a boost by our low property tax rates. Now, one gigantic caveat to this whole thing. Here in the state of Colorado, we have what's called special taxing districts, or just special districts as they're known. This is kind of hard to explain, but there's a bunch of them. And in these districts, taxes can oftentimes be a whole lot higher. They're created when basically an HOA merges with the municipality and they kind of become the same thing. So instead of paying HOA dues, since you don't technically have an HOA, the HOA is the municipality, so that's just coming out in taxes. A lot of the time you'll be getting things. You'll be getting amenities, community spaces, pools, service to your roads, maybe even trash, recycling, that type of thing. That'll be coming out of these dues. But since they're not dues, technically, they're taxes, your taxes are going to be generally a lot higher in one of these special taxing districts. So it's really important when going to buy a home that you, and especially your real estate agent, do your research to know if it's in one of these special taxing districts. And if so, you can expect your taxes to be quite a bit higher. So bottom line is, do your research, Google special taxing districts, ask your real estate agent about it, and otherwise enjoy low property taxes here in the great state of Colorado. You guys are the best. Hey, you moving to Colorado, looking for a place to live, just want more information, I want to help. This has kind of become my niche. I love helping people learn and navigate the area. Please do reach out, phone, email, whatever. Otherwise, love you. Talk to you soon.